Let's talk about the recent hype about Khloe Kardashian and her daughter True. This is Dr. Karina Lopez from Vitalist Healing Traditions, and I have some perspective for you. So Khloe was recently given slack about holding her 3-year-old daughter too much. Let's go into why holding her daughter was the best choice for her daughter and Khloe Mama Bear. Our first 3 years of life are the stepping stones for our mental, physical, and spiritual health for the rest of our lives. The first 3 years, many times, are also one of the most stressful times for a child living in our Western nuclear family culture. Many times we lack support, have enormous stress from our jobs, as well as distancing from our tribe. Research has shown that the first 3 years, when stable, loving, and secure for the child, will almost guarantee success in the future. Essentially, our earliest experiences have lifelong consequences for our health and behaviors. You see, safe, secure, responsive, loving, stimulating relationships between infant and parent or caregiver promotes maximum brain-body development and health in the first 3 years. Many cultures even believe that the first 3 years, the baby and mother's aura are still intertwined and need one another, which is why many cultures choose to co-sleep or have the baby in the same room these years to provide that stability. Scientists have devised ways to understand the child's attachment with using an experiment known as the strange situation procedure. This experiment runs like this. The baby gets to play with the mom. Then the mom leaves the baby and the baby's left alone when a stranger comes in. The key to this experiment is when the mother comes back in the room. If the baby is relieved and more confident with the mother in the room, this shows the baby has healthy attachment. Now, this experiment doesn't necessarily work cross-culturally. It's usually very much applicable to the Western nuclear family, where the mother is the key provider. But it definitely shows something. In fact, children who react positively to the mother have shown to be healthier adults, graduate college, have an optimal level of confidence, and are essentially healthier for society. Going back to child development, the first 3 years, the child has a very difficult time even differentiating the self from their environment. It's actually quite amazing because a child looking at a bird doesn't just see the bird, but sees the bird as being in the tree, enveloping the sound of the bird, the wind, the leaves, the smells. That is a child looking at a bird. Absolute bliss. Until that moment when the child is able to say, I. It is then that sense of oneness with everything fades somewhat with the emergence of self and allows for fantasy and imagination to erupt. This has been proven on some level. Have you heard of the shopping cart experiment? A child has a mother standing in front of them, and the child is standing on a rug that's tied to a shopping cart. The mother then says, "Come on, baby, bring me the shopping cart." And the child, all he has to do, he, she, they, all the child has to do is get off of the rug and push the cart. But the child cannot grasp the concept of themselves yet to know that they are in fact standing on the rug. So what does this have to do with Khloe and True? True's only 3 years old. She's at a prime time for the need of security and support. She's intertwined with her mama. That mama bear Khloe made sure to hold her baby and avoid any potential fear or trauma from exposure, lights, sounds, so many people, all the anxiety that surrounded the red carpet. Khloe protected her baby. Bravo! Yes, we need to support the mama bears. The more mama bears providing security and love to their babies, the happier, safer, and more confident our future societies will be. Now, let's talk homeopathy. There are three remedies. There are thousands of remedies that help with the feelings of abandonment in children. But today, I'm going to talk about one. And this one homeopathic remedy is called Pulsatilla. Pulsatilla is a lovely purple dainty flower. In Greece, it's used as an eye wash for conjunctivitis. I've used it homeopathically for children with colds and ear infections. I've also used it for issues of trauma and abandonment in women, children, men, all types of people, however they identify. You see, Pulsatilla, as shared by James Tyler Kent, who was a homeopath back in the day, who wrote various materia medicas, stated that Pulsatilla is good for the earache of children when the child is a gentle, fat, plump, vascular, red-faced child, always pitifully crying. Now, this pitiful cry that Kent is talking about, it makes you want to grab the child and hold and caress the little baby child. You see, this child is reacting in a way because it feels insecure and wants love. It's a beautiful remedy, one of my absolute favorites for children, for abandonment, and many times not even abandonment, just for earaches or other aspects of healing, as Pulsatilla has many uses. Remember, with homeopathy, it's all based on individuality, and we believe every symptom, like an earache, etc., is different for both mind and body, depending on the person. So back to Khloe, keep holding your baby, use your mama bear intuition, and allow it to dictate, because it knows always the right thing to do. And if stress happens, know that homeopathy is a saving grace along with pure compassion and love. This is Dr. Karina Lopez, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, if you have any concerns for your baby or you need help, you can contact us at vitalist healingtraditions.com. Have a great day.